What's going on, guys? Spencer here with HM Massage. Happy New Year, everybody. It's 2019. In today's video, we're going to talk not about the pain that 2018 caused us, but the pain that deep tissue causes us. I want to talk about what to do when the massage hurts too much or you find an area that's just too tender to work and the client needs you to back off. What do we do in order to still get that deep tissue work done, but also stay in the comfort level of the client? Let's get into it. So I had this exact scenario when filming the other day, so let's take a look at it first. Right there, you saw my client starting from his feet, curl up and defend against the pressure we were using on his lat teres muscle. We'll take a look at it again. So when a client goes into that defensive stance, the thing you do not want to do is continue that pressure or certainly do not go deeper. A lot of deep tissue therapists might say that you have to have that pain, that we're gonna just work past the pain because you need the pressure, and that's really not true. Deep tissue can hurt when you find a tender area, but the first thing you need to do, and you'll see me do it here, is I back off and I go almost laughably light. So I back off to a pressure that's hardly a Swedish level, very light. And that's because when the client hits that defensive stance, their muscles are primed and ready to keep fighting. So we have to immediately reteach them to calm down. So I back off and go very light over that same area. And when we find the area that did hurt them, I'll sit there and I'll hold it with a hand, just kind of hovering above it. Once we've done that, then we can go back over the area, incrementally getting a little bit deeper and deeper each time. And as their muscle relaxes and their mind isn't in that defensive stance anymore, then their muscle will begin to let us in until we find that trigger point or that really tense area. From there, then it's okay to get into a little bit of pain only when you found the trigger point. That's the only time deep tissue should hurt, is when you're on a very specific muscle and you're holding a knot, an adhesed area, or a tight wounded muscle. If the client is writhing in pain because you're using such intense pressure that it just hurts everywhere you press, or it feels like you're bruising them, that is not a good type of deep tissue. That means you are going way too hard and you're fighting against the muscle. I've known some deep tissue therapists that do that, and they end up causing very intense bruising amongst just making the muscle health worse and making the client leave the table worse than before. And a couple tips to also remember: going broad to specific and light to deep. Both of those are going to allow you to get into that very deep specific work. And my final secret for being able to go as deep as you want is give them a timer. Humans are very good at handling pain as long as we know how long that pain is going to last. So if you tell them we're going to hold this deep tissue trigger point for 15 seconds, anybody can handle that for 15 seconds. But if you say, we're going to hold this until it releases, after a while they'll start to get in their own head and think that they're going to have to deal with that pain forever. So giving them a timer allows you to then work as deep as you want for that allotted amount of time. So when you do come across a tender area, back off, go over it laughably light, work in deeper and more specific, and give them a time frame when you do get to that very deep tissue. Hey, we're going to hold this knot for 20 seconds, breathe through it for that amount of time, then we're done. Use those techniques and you should be able to handle any client who is having a hard time combating the pain. And that way you won't have to deal with this. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Give it a thumbs up if you did like the video, and subscribe to the channel for new content every single week. I will see you guys on the next video. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.